Hello everyone, this is Dr. John here, and today we're going to talk about that part 3 video on Neuro-emotional technique, NET, about physical manifestations of emotional stressors, components, as well as we're going to talk a little bit about how NET deals with going to how a generic or general feeling is. And I think we also might touch a little bit on dreams. So when you're seeing an NET practitioner, and if you have some chronic issue, it doesn't have to be a chronic issue, but more often than not, you've gone to all these other people with this neck issue that won't go away, or this low back issue that won't go away. And we can test out and stimulate it and muscle test it and see that there's a neurologic recognition that there's something there by the muscle going weak or inhibited, or arm going inhibited. And then we go and test certain emotional parts, and it goes strong. To us, that indicates that there's an emotional component. And for that, then we go into script with NET, see if it's a material thing like money, job, finance, career, energy, space, time, things. Whether it's a love thing, so anyone you've ever loved or anyone who's ever loved you, or possibly something with your role in life, whether like your role in life as a family member, son, daughter, brother, sister, a friend, a business owner, an employee, a professional. Can also be into like a victim or some other subconscious thing that's not something nice, but it's some way we play it out in our life as a role. And we go into that, and then we see what organs from the pulse points connect to that, and then what feelings go into that. And then we try to create a whole connection. And then we go through a script to try to find the origin of that, which is usually something in the past. And then we try to connect to processing through that and go through those layers. So that's a bodily, physical manifestation, but it can also be a physiological manifestation, as in digestive issues. It can be heart rates. It can be into like a breathing thing. It can be constipation. It can be all these different physiological things we can go into and see if that also has an emotional component, and then go through the NET. And as we release that, a lot of times you'll have a shift, sometimes pure normalization, sometimes just better because maybe the emotional component isn't the only component. Maybe there is a micro, maybe there is some other trauma that needs to be going to from a different direction. So that's a physiological thing. An emotional feeling, sometimes we can't identify, whether from past trauma that we've disconnected from being able to identify. Maybe it's just such an amorphous sort of feeling that we can't do that. We can have the person, the client, the patient, just try to feel into that, hold on to that feeling itself, and then we can go into that with the same sort of script and try to see what that origin is, that maybe we can identify and process through that to help it let go and come the other side of that. We can also do this in dreams, and dreams are really interesting because if you can notice, each part of this is some way our subconscious is trying to tell us something, whether it's trying to slow us down, whether it's trying to give us a warning, whether it's trying to indicate we have some things that are unhealed, unresolved. And dreams are a big place where our subconscious tries to give us certain messages. And if they're repetitive, then we can go into that with an NET. As we are going and recounting the dream, we can go into and see where your body inhibits in the dream and go into this little script. It doesn't have to be a repetitive thing. If it's significant enough that you remember it, then it's something we can do with that as well. So this is part 3. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I hope you find this educational. And we'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.